are you today, Mr. James?
Doing pretty well, how are you?
I'm doing alright, so just confirm that we're going to Burbank Airport?
Yeah.
Okay.
The aircraft doors will be open during servicing here in San Jose.
So we just landed in San Jose and I think we're heading off to the hotel. We have Tatiana over here. She's got a YouTube channel as well. Link will be down below. Basically what we have here is an accessible limousine.
You heard it. Yes, it's pretty much an accessible. It's pretty big.
It's 13.
Yeah. And it's a table.
And a table. If you're not convinced that I'm albino now, I don't know what will. Hey everyone, how you guys doing? I just landed here in San Jose. We just got to the hotel and this is pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, I can't complain. Got a nice little bed, got a lounge, couch, desk, nice TV. So it is morning and I woke up late. Not late, but I only have 25 minutes to get ready, which I prepared an hour with my alarm, but so I have to clear some SD cards out real quick, then I'm gonna shower and start the day. The pleasure of trying to figure out a brand new shower. Okay. Is it turn? Okay. But I'm gonna turn so far. We are good. So it's currently morning. It is the 14th? It's the 15th. Currently in town for Global Accessibility Awareness Day, which is also known as GAAD, which is it's a day where the internet promotes accessibility as a whole, whether it's to do with technology and software or in entertainment. Last year I did... What was that? It's my maps. About to get breakfast and gotta figure out how to get into this building. Let me interrupt this video real quick with some post commentary. You see, what I was able to record was a bit limited, which you can understand. This is a workplace, and out of just respect, I was trying to be as conservative as possible with how much I was recording. And with that, I am going to add some post commentary to this video to help fill in the missing pieces. Got a camera bag in my backpack and a tripod. Hopefully we're all set. So we just arrived at Apple campus.
What?
And there's Ricky. Hey Ricky.
Hello.
How cool is that poster right there? Love it. I was born with ocular albinism and nystagmus, which is just basically a lack of pigment in the eyes and skin and hair, and eyes involuntarily move back and forth. I am a filmmaker as well and a video blogger. So vlogger is that term that we use, and I vlog about accessibility, disability rights activism. And the panel went really well. I really wasn't able to record much of the panel. Someone else provided me with the footage, and even they weren't able to record very much of it. The video is called How Apple Saved My Life because, in a way, it literally provided me with like the hope and the... But it went well. It was about an hour long, and we talked all kinds of things accessibility related, and just great discussions overall. Took some questions from the audience, gave some answers to the audience. It was good. It was fun. Got to meet plenty of people afterwards and take pictures. So I'm just packing up now. We just shot a video with Benjamin from Skoog Music. Yeah, I think it turned out really well. I got to try out the Skoog, which is like this accessible musical instrument device, and really cool. So we're about to head off to dinner. We are gonna get ramen.
Yes.
So
My favorite place this time after we went to yours.
yeah, so we went to Tatsu Ramen in LA last time she was here. Now what's the place called?
Junior Ramen Bar.
Cool. Apparently just opened up here as well, like days ago.
A couple of days ago.
Yep.
So the universe was looking down on me.
Exactly. Apparently this is ice cream. Interesting. How do I eat this? So Ricky decided to go to the restroom during dinner, and then the waitress came back and asked if I was done eating. Without really paying attention, I just said, yeah, I'm done. And yeah, you can take the bowl.
Why I have food to go? Because I went to the bathroom. Okay? I went to the bathroom. And I come back to the table, and my ramen bowl has been taken away. This guy didn't stop her.
Wasn't paying attention. She took my food and brought me
Do what
dessert.
I do and use it. I couldn't see
And-
that.
I didn't see it. That's all I gotta say. I didn't see it. I'm pretty sure she still hasn't forgiven me for that. This literally happened last time I got ramen with her. We came across one of these stores, and yeah, you'll see the clip. We'll be right there. Following that, Ricky Pointer and I decided to go get dinner before her flight. She was also in town for the pilot. Her and I got ramen, because what else do you do when you're in LA besides eat avocados? You eat ramen. We have the bright idea of going to the mall when everything is closing.
And I'm sad because I can't go to any of the stores that I want.
There were a bunch of kids just kind of screaming. This one's lucky. She can't hear them.
I can't hear.
There it is. They're screaming. You don't hear that? No. The only store that was open was GameStop. I usually not want to go to GameStop, but we ended up getting stuff.
I got my
So,
Ninetales.
She got
Help me. Yes.
a Ninetales
Yes,
plush.
there it goes. There's its face.
It's a fire type Pokemon, and then as we were leaving GameStop,
Mine's better.
I noticed
Shut up.
they had a
Don't give me
Zygarde,
that. It's bigger.
Zygarde core, and I had to, so. So this morning was a lot of fun. I ended up having a sit-down conversation, having coffee with Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple. By the time you see this, it's already up, and you probably may have seen the interview already. This photo was taken with the portrait mode on the iPhone. Pretty rad. In the video, we talked about accessibility, human rights, what Apple's doing in this field. It was really exciting. It was just a very great opportunity to sit down with such a humble human being.
Yeah, it's been the value since day one. It's not something that I brought in or that anyone here today, created in the last several years. We try very hard to push it forward and continue thinking broader and broader about what accessibility means. But it's really been here from the beginning.
So thank you, Tim, for having me, and thanks for having such cool discussions. Tim said he also has seen and enjoyed my film, so that's pretty cool. So we're about to head in for screenings of the Deaf Film Camp. Basically, it's a camp for kids who are deaf between the ages of like 13 to 17 to learn how to do film and create short films, and really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of content has been made. You guys ready to see some movies
Yes. I'm really
by some talented deaf filmmakers? This was really cool. I got to meet some wonderful people, some wonderful talented filmmakers who are in the deaf community, and it was a different experience. For me, I wasn't able to really see everything visually that was happening. But it also brought up a good discussion of, well, what if we outsourced audio descriptions for our deafblind and our blind audience? So after that, we visited the Apple store that's at One Infinite Loop. This is an open store to the public, but they have some exclusive souvenirs as well, like t-shirts, mugs, and water bottles from Swell. I actually got one over here too. This is from a previous trip at Apple. They don't sell this one anymore. Got some goodies. There happens to be a sign here. Oh, let me read this. Persons having currently active diarrhea or who have had active diarrhea within the previous 14 days shall not be allowed to enter the pool water. I know from previous experiences, there's a story behind every sign. And I'm kind of curious, but I think the sign goes into great detail enough to know what the story behind that sign is. Not sure if I want to swim in that pool right now. So that's on my last morning here in San Jose, Cupertino, wherever I'm at. I kind of just overslept. So Wednesday was my very last day at Apple headquarters. It really started off the morning by editing a Tim Cook video, making sure that that was all done and ready to be posted for going live that day. So while the video was rendering and exporting, I made a quick visit over to that accessible house that Tim was actually talking about in our conversation.
And, you know, we built a house over here in our lobby to sort of show this to our teams and people that we're having in this week.
So they had just opened up this mock home in the middle of their front lobby, which was kind of neat. They had all these Apple HomeKit enabled devices set up in a way that you could emulate having an accessible home. So some things I checked out were being able to turn on the lights right from your iPhone or Siri, and that's using the Hue lights.
Set the living room lights to purple. Ta-da!
I got to see how you could use switch control on an Apple TV, and this basically allows people who have limited mobility being able to interact with their device who can't necessarily do it the way that everyone else would.
Control my TV right now.
Seeing how that works on an Apple TV so that people can have that accessible interaction between them and their home theater or even their whole HomeKit devices that's being controlled through an Apple TV.
When you want to add something new, you go add an accessory and it will find it for you. Once you've got that set up, then we could say add a scene and you can make anything you like. So you could do arriving somewhere, leaving somewhere, you could do it with geofencing and geolocation, or you could make your own one. So we could make one say, I want coffee. You tell it which accessories you want, so we'll put on the coffee maker and so that can turn on.
So what we have here is Swift Playgrounds, and we have VoiceOver running on the iPad, but we also have a refreshable Braille display.
He showed me how to use VoiceOver and Swift Playground, which is an app that lets people just kind of learn and be introduced to coding, which is really cool.
So anything that VoiceOver speaks is going to be output on the refreshable Braille display. So right now, we can hear VoiceOver describe the world to us.
Sound. The world is 5 columns by 5 rows. Byte at height 0.
But I can also read this
2,
in Braille.
1. The goals are gem at height 1 on column 2, row 4. Tap to enter code. Insertion point at
And the cool thing about coding in Braille is that I can very quickly and very efficiently feel all the code syntax. So when Swift Playgrounds came out, all these accessibility features were already implemented. And so we can say that everyone can learn to code, and that's just so empowering and so exciting.
Awesome, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Even if you're sighted or legally blind or totally blind, you can still code and create things, which is really cool. And Apple has been enabling people of all kinds to create and make things that impact other people's lives. After the Accessible House and the video with Tim Cook went live, I was off to the airport and saying goodbyes, which was kind of sad. I didn't want it to end that quick, but it was a fun but very busy trip. There's some other stuff I was doing off camera, but this stuff I really wanted to share with you guys because this was like, these are the highlights of my trip, and it was fun, and I'm able to share that with you. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you guys haven't seen the full Tim Cook video or the video with the Skoog, be sure to check those out. So here's my question to you. Accessibility features are not exclusive to people with disabilities. Are you an able-bodied person who has ever touched or considered touching any of the accessible features in your devices, whether it be an iPhone or an Apple device or some other platform? Have you ever thought about using any? Because I try to promote that, accessibility drives innovation, and that's honestly the bottom line. There are things in the accessible features that really can be used for other unconventional means. Let me know down below. Have you ever thought about using them? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to check out other stuff, subscribe if you are not, and give this video a like if you like it. Thank you. Bye.